So I was assigned a task. I must fulfill that task. I need to install some sort of a handle here. You know, following my normal fashion, I would probably like weld that there. That would be a really cool handle. So while you're not hacking any cheese, you can also use it as a hammer. But no, we can do better. I'm gonna try, at least. Man, look at that gorgeous wood. I think this is elm. Smells like an elm. Yeah, if elm has a smell. Well, we are getting there. Yes, guys. I've not used the lathe ever since episode 2 of the lathe. And I told you guys, I'm probably not gonna use it a lot. But I love the idea of having such a tool, even if I don't use it. This might work. I need some type of a support bar though, where to support the shisho dip. Bro, I think I'm just gonna die. Whoops. This thing looks like a staircase handle or something like that. What crap is that? I think it's a bit overkill. Whatever. The bigger the better. Please do not say that's what she said. I get that way too much, man. Yeah, that thing will probably rust. That's not stainless steel. Unlike this thing. But man, rusty cheese. Maybe that's good. Not even sure. I have no idea what this is. But anyway, let's go do something else. So one of the sway bars is kind of making sounds. I ordered the new piece, so let's try to fix it. I think it was on this side, but I'm not really sure. So we're looking to replace that thing there, the sway bar. Right now I can't feel any play because, well, we still need to get the other side up. Currently there's a lot of tension on this rod. Well, honestly, I still can't feel anything. You know, usually I don't work on this thing. About once or twice per year I take it to the dealership and well, they pretty much just service it. It's a convenience thing. I don't really like working on cars. I don't know why. But they did write down on which side the problem was. Left front. So this side, not that side. Okay. Yeah, this side. Hear that clicking sound? That's what really bothers me when driving through stupid holes. You know, sometimes getting this thing off can be a real challenge. I think I did this side like 4 years ago. So that means the other side still has the original sway bar on it. 9 years old, this machine. Original parts do last. Aftermarket parts are junk. Okay, but anyway, to remove it, if I remember correctly, I need a 6mm Allen key and a wrench. The end gets really hard because of all the rust. Maybe I can. It would probably be easier just to use the angle grinder. It's getting harder and harder. The Allen head went bye-bye, I think. Guys, don't even try to waste time with this crap. Just pull out the angle grinder. Now I remember why I hated removing this so much. Huh. The new sway bar has a 5mm Allen key. Yeah, if 6mm is not enough, I'm sure 5 is plenty. So it's a bad habit, guys. I don't check it. Never. I don't know why. Looking good. It's just a bad habit, I don't know. Anyway, can some of you please explain to me why do these piece of crap batteries only last for 3 years? After 3 years of use, I don't know, the car is pretty much just telling me that you need a new battery. And the automatic start-stop system, it does not work anymore. The huge battery I have on my Soviet tractor. That thing is like 12 years old by now. And it's still going strong. This is just so unfair. Yeah, it's quiet now. No more of that annoying clicking sound. Smooth ride. Looks like the thing's working now. By the way, this stupid parking sensor, it's busted. And because of that, the whole system, the parking sensor system, it does not work at all. The dealer told me that changing that, roughly 260 bucks. Even installing that was cheaper. And it works pretty well. Kind of in the mood of fixing stuff. Bunch of broken tools here. Maybe we can fix some of them up. Put them back into service. Start off with this thing. And this thing is kind of strange. It sort of works sometimes, and then it doesn't. What a mystery. So I did order a couple of new brushes for it, and I think a new switch as well. I would say it's still good. Maybe like 40% left. Okay, this is a bit weird. It's like a chunk missing there. But I don't think that's what's causing it to turn off. I think this would cause just sparks if it had a bad connection, but not to just turn off. So maybe it was this one. Can't remember anymore. That doesn't look right. It's considerably thicker. The switch looks the same though. Pretty sure I ordered this right from the dealership. So why would they send me a wrong brushes? Yeah, the new one has a certain click to it. The old one, I think it's busted. Willing to put my money on busted. Doesn't work at all anymore. Great success. This is so strange, guys. Check it out. So between the socket and the tool, we don't have any power supply, transformer or anything. So the socket is outputting 220 or 230 volts. That means we should also have the same voltage here, but it's kind of weird. zeros. Sometimes we get something. For a moment there we got 240. Maybe the wire is busted. Okay, so it should start. A bunch of nothing again. I'm trying really hard here. The wire itself, it looks fine. Maybe it's this thing. I don't think it's this thing, but you never know. We still have a bunch of zeros, man. What the crap is going on? .2 volts. Why? Just gonna put a new wire in the thing. Okay, we have the voltage now. It should work though. And I definitely need to swap that brush out. It's so lame that they sent me the wrong set. And why did they send me duo? That is even stranger. I don't get it. Okay, so apparently the switch is not the fault. It was this wire. What a mystery. So weird. So I went through this wire. I don't see any damage at all. So that means there is like internal problem somewhere. Maybe in China wire, most like. Maybe I can cherry rig this. Success, man. The new brush is not producing any sparks at all. And all I did was just take one of these bigger brushes to the bench grinder and make it about the same size as this one. That worked out great. That's fantastic. Somehow managed to fix that one. Okay, what's next? This thing is kind of weird, man. It's basically empty. Doesn't work at all. But I do have a charger for it. So it kind of flashes on the 800. It's doing something. Sometimes. If I press the USB button, then we get some lights. And it's showing at 20%. But here's the kicker. Even if I leave it on the charger for freaking months on end, it will still be at 20%. It will never charge up. And the light will never turn on. So I think something is broken with this one. So what do you guys think? I don't think I'm gonna open it up. I think it's not worth wasting my time on it. Advanced lighting systems. Not so advanced, I guess. Man, let's be honest, this thing is pretty much hopeless. I'm sure there is some type of a micro switch somewhere that's broken. You know, considering the thing costs like 24 euros. Why even bother? Oh. You know what? I have no idea. The thing did not work. Remember when I built that stupid compost bin? I tried like 1 hour to press the trigger. I did not get any results. And now it works. I don't know. I have no idea what's going on. I mean, I even bought a proper freaking nail gun because I was sure this was a lost cause. Well, at least I have backup. It's going pretty good so far. Somehow I've managed to fix 2 items. What else? You know, this thing. I have absolutely no idea what happened to this thing. It just sort of broke. No reason, just broke. What a mystery. I got a couple of new brushes for the thing. Maybe this will fix the issue. Doesn't sound too great. Bunch of burning smells. Bunch of smoke. Oh yeah, on this one, the backwards gear, it doesn't work as well. It's kind of stuck on forward. Yeah, that doesn't look great. Wow. Yeah. So this thing is pretty much, see all that blue grab there? That is not good. This is a replaceable part though, but I'm not sure right now if it's worth it. Because this thing actually has the same problem. The armature rotor inside, it's just busted. And I took it to the Makita dealer. They pretty much told me that a new armature for it is 20% more expensive than buying a new angle grinder. So I think the rotor was something like 90 bucks or maybe 120, I can't really remember. But the new angle grinder, this size, roughly 80 bucks. So fixing that is not worth it. But I will take this with me to the Makita shop. Gonna see how much, should be some numbers there. Gonna see how much this costs. In the meantime though, let's try to revive this a bit. So this had some water damage to it. It did not work at all, but somehow I managed to get it to work. Can't really remember what I did. Probably the same type of stuff that I always do. By that I mean nothing, and it just started to work on its own. That fixes most of my equipment, by the way. But the thing making kind of weird sounds, maybe a bearing, and definitely it needs some new brushes. So I wasn't sure if it's even worth to waste my time on it. For some reason I can't get parts for it in my own country. And the new brushes for it, about 2 weeks of shipping, and it came from where? Originated from China, but it came from Lithuania. But I think there's something missing here. Where's the brush? Water damage. Water damage my ass. This thing got the bulldozer treatment. What is going on there? Why is the brush? Yes. Kind of wonder how it sounds with some new brushes. Oh, finally. It definitely sounds a bit better. I think it just has more power now, but still sounds pretty horrible. Oh man, is that rust? Wow, that's pretty nasty. While I was ordering the brushes, I noticed that the new motor was about 80 bucks. Check this out, guys. This is very weird. It spins nicely and freely, right? Okay, well, check it out. I'm gonna spin it in the opposite direction. It just gets stuck. If I used force, then it spins freely again. But if I go the other way, it gets stuck again. There either something is inside there, stuck, or one of the bearings is just about to kick the fence, because the shaft is just brutally stuck. The problem is that if it gets stuck, and if I press trigger and it's still stuck, can't move, it will fry up the motor. I wonder if I can open it somehow. See what's going on inside there. Maybe there is some debris. Normally this bit is not serviceable. You just kind of buy a new piece and just kind of replace it. Maybe there is some hope. It doesn't get stuck anymore. It got stuck again. Oh man, now it's really stuck. Has to be the bearing. Let's be honest, this seems like a lost cause. Basically, I need a new motor. So yeah. Okay, so this one is definitely a lost cause. Same deal. Probably not if I ordered a new motor for it. But I just think this is not worth it. Gonna be right back. I'm gonna go check out how much this costs. If it's anything less than 100 bucks, I think it will be worth it. Brand new, this drill, I'm guessing like 200 up to 300 bucks. It also has hammer only mode, which is pretty good. And it also supports drill mode. So that's a pretty decent drill. Nice. Well, apart from that blue crap down there, they look pretty much the same. By the way, 3 weeks of shipping time. This item. Not a single Makita dealership in Estonia had it. I have no idea where they shipped it from, but it took 3 weeks. Maybe there is a Makita factory on the moon or something. Should not take that long. Oh. Apparently this drill was manufactured in 2007. Maybe that's why. I'm gonna throw that thing in there. Let's hope it works. Even if it doesn't work, this gamble was worth it. That core was only $23 and some cents. So if it works, fantastico. If it doesn't, not a big deal. $23, fixed it up. It will leave another day until I burn it out again. Whoops. And as for this thing, I've been using it from time to time. It seems to be working okay-ish. It has not jammed up anymore. So I did not bother to order that new motor for it. It's just not worth it. Almost $90 a new motor. I think it's just not worth it. But I did something. So instead of ordering a new motor for this thing, I did buy this thing. Yeah. So this thing was only $69. The whole thing, only 69 bucks. Compared to this thing, which the motor alone was almost 90. I mean, you can't really go wrong with that choice. Plus I have warranty on this thing, 2 years. Now this thing is basically that thing, but from 2012. And this has been by far my favorite tool ever. So I've had it ever since 2013. That was the year I started working on the sauna, completely overhauling that building. And this was one of the first tools I've ever owned. It has been completely submerged in water. At least 3 times. I can't even tell you how many times it has flown off the roof. The only test I have not done to this thing is probably try to drive over it with a dozer or something. It's a complete trooper. It will not die. I've changed the brushes on it at least 3 times because they just disappear from use over time. And it just keeps going, man. So I'm gonna retire this thing in the workshop. I got like a massive option of stuff to pick. So most likely I'm gonna not use it very much. Maybe the occasionals only. And I'm gonna take this thing next to the Japanese body. So I can use these to work on other projects. Like the cabin, for example. Before we move on to do something else, let's put these 4 to the test. Which one of them doesn't catch on fire? I don't know. So I got a block of wood here. and some beefcake screws. See what's what. So all of the batteries are nicely maxed out. Only one of them has some torque settings. I guess everything else is just maximum speed. Started off with this thing. Well, this farted itself into my concrete table pretty fast. Let's try the Grandpa. Grandpa. I'm rooting for you, Gramps. Seems about right. The new kid in the block now. You know, pretty much the same as that one, but definitely slower than the Japanese dude. What about the handicapped Bosch? Can it even manage? Man, this thing is pretty much dead. Freaking ninja! Anyway, guys, let's go do something else now. Man, it's getting cold. Gotta sort this thing out. So I can't have this throughout the winter. It will freeze and just kinda go pop. Not good, that. So I do have a backup pump inside the well. Deep down there though. I think it's about 15 meters down. Kinda deep. No, it's a pretty simple setup. All I have to do is just... there's a valve there that I have to turn. I either go inside or just try to cheat a bit. Cheating works just fine. And then I just leave this valve open throughout the winter. Make sure there's no water in there. And for the other pump... Man, what the crap is this? Why is there a lock on here? Seda oli vaja. Keegi varastab voolu ära või? Then I operate the pump with this switch. But there is a problem. So that means the pump is just down in that water somewhere. Gotta fix that. Man, I mean, look at that. How am I supposed to get this pump out of there? There is just no room. The thing will not fit through that gap. Man, genius. Whoever installed that. Pure genius. Kind of afraid of heights, but what are you gonna do? Bro, I'm definitely too fat for that gap. I can't even see the bottom. Usually during the summertime you could see the bottom, but I guess there's a lot of water down there right now. I have never been down there. But obviously, eventually I have to go down there. Anyway, maybe I can somehow get the Weird genius, that. Better not drop this. Man. This piece of crap won't hold me. No, no. You know, I can't believe these things last so long. I don't even remember when this was installed. I'm guessing like 10 years, maybe more. They never break. These things never break. And they're just super cheap. Like 40 bucks or something like that. How do these guys even stay in business? I don't get it. I mean, let's be honest. These days manufacturers follow a simple principle. Whatever is made today, it has to break down roughly within 3 days after the warranty has expired. Mis sellele ta on? See on ka pekkis või? Midagi töötab ka siin või? Hopefully it will hold. I hate this type of water hose. I mean, it's super fine when you buy it new, but after a week the thing just literally turns into concrete. Can't bend it without breaking it. Man. Looks like we're in business. 10 years old. Still working like a charm. By the way, I have an idea how to improve this situation. One of you guys gave me that idea. What do you think about like digging a bunker or some type of a room next to the well? Deep below the ground, a concrete bunker where I could house the pumps, also connections like electricity. So only piping would go into the well. I think that would be so much better than what the crap is going on in there right now. For example, if I wanted to clean the bottom of the well, I can't do that. I'm just too fat. I will not fit through that pump. So I think it will be a really cool project. Just dig like a massive hole, a concrete floor, concrete walls, maybe install something precast like a concrete panel, install the bumps there, and that should be good. If I dig it deep enough, then I don't even need to install any heating in there. Well, anything below 1.5 meters, it will pretty much keep the same temperature year round. So the temperature will be very stable down there. I don't need any heating. It's just I need to dig a really deep hole, which might be an issue with my Yanmar. I think that can go slightly over 2 meters, but that's about it. But anyway, let me know what you think about that idea. Personally, I think it would be a really exciting project, but I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it. Winter. I love winter. Not the winter can suck my That works. Maybe I heated it too much. Ow. Doesn't want to open anymore. What a bummer, man. Oh. Well, at least that thing still looks great. I think it's busted. Anyway, guys, guess what? That thing is kind of broken right now. I've actually had this tractor ever since 2014. So we're currently on the 10-year mark. And the thing has never broken down on me. It's a real trooper. But it kind of has an issue right now that I need to fix. Well, it still runs and kind of moves, but it has a problem that I need to address. So while I was hauling some dirt and rocks, I noticed there was this church bell type of sound going on while I was driving the thing. Couldn't figure it out what it was immediately, but once I took a look down here, so this thing was kind of de-chained on the drive shaft here. I think overall it's a pretty simple fix. So this should be some sort of a bushing, I guess, which should be in there. And I guess this locking nut goes into that hole, and it just decided to come out. So overall, I think it's not a big deal to fix it. You just need to get the front end up off the ground, undo these bolts. Not sure how I'm supposed to get that past that though. Maybe I need to undo this as well. Looks like we have a bad seal there as well, leaking from that apartment. But I'm not gonna address the seal issue right now. So we'll deal with that some other time. Right now, let's get this sorted out, because I don't think it's very healthy to ride the tractor like so. don't think it even moved once. Maybe I need to check the frame up instead. Mis asi see oli? Kuhu see läks nüüd? Okay, that's fixed. Let's go do something else. Okay guys, so here's the deal. Here's the business. You remember that a while ago I did mention I wanted to basically change out my firewood racks with these things. I'm not gonna buy them in bulk. I have a place that I might get them every now and then for quite the cheapo price. I think like 15 or 20 euros per piece. So I think that's a pretty good price for these. And I will slowly accumulate them until I have enough, I suppose. That's the current goal at least. So I want to make some sort of a prototype. I'm sure I will iterate the design over time, but all in all it should stay pretty much the same. Definitely gonna remove the plastic. Wanna leave as much of the gauge as possible, but I think I need some sort of access. No. Or maybe it's not necessary. You can just grab firewood from the top. So my end goal, I'm not really sure about that bit. The end goal kind of keeps changing daily now. I want to stack it full of firewood and then put it under a firewood shed somewhere. I don't think I want to put any roof on it. Maybe. Now, if I do accumulate too much firewood, then I have to put some type of a roof on it. But right now I'm thinking maybe I'm not gonna do any roof because the thing will be under a shed most of the time. And I've seen people use that plastic pool, just kind of diagonally cut the thing in half, and yeah, you got a rooftop. So I'm gonna save that thing. If I ever need a roof on it, I think that option is a pretty good one. But I need to make some sort of a test box, I guess. And this one will be slightly special because I want to add some wheels under there. You will find out later why. But right now, let's get the pool out of there and let's add some wheels. I definitely need some type of a hatch or some sort of opening. You know, perfect. Perfect. That is just perfect. The firewood, usually what I make lengthwise, it's 44 or 45 or something. 90, 93 or 94. I can stack 2 rows of firewood here. That means I have to make the opening to that side. Yeah, and picking it up from this side is slightly better. I get more weight on the machine, less chance of tipping over. So I gotta make sure the thing is still structurally secure. Don't really want to cut a lot off. I'm thinking let's cut these two. Just a tiny opening and you don't need much. Now if it's still kind of tiny, I can always cut it bigger later, but I think it should work because I can reach firewood. Actually, I can empty most of it just from here. Chinesian box made out of cheese and banana peelings. Man, this thing can really fit some wood. Hopefully the white hobo is up for the task. I'm really glad I'm diving into this place now, because I do need to empty it for a particular reason. Man, I don't even want to burn that pile up. Everything past this post, that firewood was made by my father. And he died like 7 years ago. Old stuff back there. But yeah, I definitely need to use it up. The stuff, it won't last forever. I'm pretty sure there is like a mountain of bugs here. And during the summertime, it's just a complete feast. Eventually they will just eat it all up. And the firewood, it will just be sawdust. Totally useless. Slippery bastard. So here's the sitch. My sister has been Well, she pretty much moved in. She's here full time now. She and 3 of her little devils have decided to move in. And this is the firewood setup for them. Obviously, I can't tell my sister, go get some firewood from the shed. I mean, how would she even manage this? It was even an issue for the bobcat. Plus, she has the little devils to deal with, so no dime to do the firewood. By the way, if you did not know, then I don't live here full time. So Supermom just kind of wheelbarrows it here somehow, and she's been stacking firewood right here. It's very convenient. There's only one problem though. Law does not allow this. I'm not sure how it is in your country, but in Estonia you're not allowed to store firewood. I think the minimum distance was 10 meters away from the building. So I'm kind of breaking the law here, but do not tell anyone. Keep their little secret. Okay? So I came up with that solution. I think it's a bit better than that. Plus it took the Supermom about 2 hours to get maybe like 5 wheelbarrows here. I'm guessing maybe 20 wheelbarrows right there. And it took me less than 10 minutes. I knew I don't need 4 wheels that turn. It's just so slippery. Knew it. Save it like $5. Yeah! Total win. What do you think, guys? I think it's a pretty good option. She should manage with this. I'm betting like 3 weeks, maybe even 4. But anyway, let's go do something else in the next episode. Bye.